Hello, and welcome to Autumn Willow's Doll Nursery. My name is Miranda, and today our topic is going to be bonding. And I'm bringing this up today because it's been really weighing on me that my bond with this little girl was never able to form. And it's kind of a wild story as to why. And I'm wanting to know, are you guys experiencing something similar to what I am? Bonding can be a very fickle, finicky process that is easily ruined or messed up. So let's talk about that today. I actually have 2 dolls right now that have had the bond messed up. So while we talk about that, I am going to put her into some pajamas and I'm just going to try cuddling her. Don't get me wrong, I've had some good times with this little one. This is Felicity. Felicity Josephine Francesca, if I remember correctly. I've taken her out. I've done some things with her. It's just there's not a strong bond here. So let's talk about her story. I got her back over the summer. I had been saving up for a little while for a doll. I wanted an authentic toddler doll. And I was wanting like this very special doll that I could be confident in taking out with me to, just even go to the grocery store. And I was thinking, this doll is going to be my most favorite doll in my collection. Like, I'm wanting, I'm wanting a doll that I really see as daughter, I think is what I had told Jeff. Like, that was my goal. So, obviously, I was limited to some things. I was limited with, we did have a specific budget, what was on the market at the time. And there was a couple dolls I was looking at. I had looked at her for probably a couple weeks or something. And she looked, super cute. Her painting looked really well. I knew she was going to come with a nice box opening. So, all the things. But I was really indecisive. And I think it was because there was a doll that I had really wanted a month or 2 prior to finding this one. And I didn't have the money saved up in time, and she sold. I was so disappointed over that. Kinsley, I am so sorry. Here she is, like, messing with the tripod, making tons of noise, and... Oof. Alright. Try to fix this. Okay. Look at that messy hair. Messy hair. I didn't bring her hair stuff in here. But that's okay. So anyway, where was I? Yes. I was reeling from the disappointment from another doll. And I was being really indecisive about her. And Jeff was like, you just need to do it. Just get her. Just get her. So I did. And of course I had been nesting. I did not have a doll. She is the same length as my Aubrey, who is Maddie. I think they're the same length, but she is not. No, ma'am, no. She is not as chunky. Felicity is not as chunky. So they do not wear the same size clothes well. So I was nesting for her. I was doing all the things. I had all these plans of what I was going to do when she got here. We were going to take her out for date night. We had already planned where we were going to go. I already had an outfit picked out for her. You know, I had her what pajamas she would wear the first night picked out. I am geared up, ready to go. And I think it was like the day before she got here, I injured my knee. I tore my ACL and my LCL. It was like so devastating because I didn't know at the time what I did to my knee when it first happened, of course. And I already have knee issues. And I've had knee issues since I was little. Like, I've always had knees that hurt almost all the time. And so my knees have just always been a thing, but I've never had any like major issues. This was the first time of having major issues. And it was so bad that I couldn't walk. And of course, you know me, I don't want to go to a doctor. So I'm trying to sort out what's wrong with my knee. I couldn't straighten it out all the way, but I also couldn't bend it. Like, it stayed at like a slight bend, and I couldn't bend it any more than that. I couldn't walk. I couldn't put weight on it. And I'm thinking in my head that it's going to be better in a couple of days. But it's still, we couldn't take her out when I planned to take her out. Because I couldn't walk, we had to get crutches. And then I ended up hurting my other knee trying to use the crutches. It was a mess. I was pretty much just able to hop a little bit. I had to lean on things. When Jeff was home, he would help me. But when I was by myself, it was like a major struggle just to get to the bathroom. So I couldn't carry her around. She just sat on the couch. That's where she stayed. And I am spazzing out because I like to just be able to get up and do, and, you know, I'm usually all around, and I couldn't. So I was really upset. I'm just going to put her hair back in pigtails because I don't have the stuff back here to do her hair. So I was really upset. I was really frustrated. And I was in a lot of pain. And I did not get better in a couple of days. I was off my feet for, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks that I could not function properly at all. And meaning, I did not get a chance to bond with her. I was miserable. I was upset. I couldn't do anything with her that I would normally do. Miss Kinsley. Come here. I don't want you over there. Mess with the thing. You want up in my lap? Let me get her up in my lap. Come here. Oh, she hates. Okay. She hates to be in the floor. Oh, and she let a toot when I picked her up. Good night, Kinsley. Alright, so... Okay, we're moving things. Let's not move things. Okay, so I did not get a chance to properly bond with her. And if anything, a lot of the times she just reminds me of a really bad time. So my knee still is not healed fully. I'm still very limited on what I can do with my knee. And it's been months ago now. I never did go to a doctor because, you know, we just kept, every time I would research out everything I was experiencing with my knee, it came back to either a torn or sprain ACL and LCL. So we're assuming that's what it was. I probably should have went to a doctor. If I had it to do over again, maybe I would have, but it's healed enough that I can walk. You know, I can at least walk. But it meant that I never got to really take her out and do much with her. I think I've only taken her out once or twice. And that initial first couple of weeks, I couldn't do anything with her. So I never formed a bond. And it's a shame because she's as cute as a button. She is absolutely adorable. I don't know what to do to get the bond back, or to try to develop one. I don't know if I need to pack her up for a little bit. And normally she just sits in the bassinet. So, I mean, I do see her on a regular basis, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. Or how to fix it. And then I had a baby recently that I was super excited about. I was nesting for her. So let me show you her real quick. I will switch them out. Now, here's where I'm probably going to get yelled at, but here we go. When I first saw this kit, I thought it was ugly. I did not like it at all. This is the Pika. And this is a replica Pika. Now, I did not think I was going to like Pika at all. Or, you know, when I first saw the kit, I was like, ew. But then I kept seeing her, I kept seeing different people have, you know, they all look vastly different. And I was like, well, maybe I kind of do like her. So I thought, I'll get the replica version. I can use it as a practice paint doll. And if I do really like it, I'll get an authentic one. So that was the plan. I had planned on painting her. As soon as she came in, I was going to start working on painting her. And we were going to be taking a trip. And I was going to take her with me on the trip. And I was going to film it. Well, the stuff that I needed to paint her came in late. So I had to take her on the trip with me unpainted. But I don't really enjoy her unpainted. This is her unpainted because the bond was just killed. When I had to take her on that trip and she wasn't ready to go on the trip, I was even going to try to root her hair and stuff. You know, I was going to do the whole shebang. And it just didn't work. I took her on the trip and couldn't really do anything with her. Just, I had lost all of the zeal, all of the excitement. And so when we got back, I've just not done anything with her. She is just sat. So now I'm like, ugh, I don't even feel like painting her now. All the excitement's gone over the whole thing. So these two babies now, they're in my collection, but there is no bond. I don't know. Can I lay them like this? Can you see them? There's just not a bond. So what do you do? What do you do? Maybe a little bit over. Do you guys have any ideas for fixing a bond. And for me, why? Why is it that bonding at the very beginning when I first get a doll is so crucial that everything goes right or the bond won't happen? What is that? I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I'm also the type, if I get two dolls close together, it ruins the bond for both of them. Like, I've got to have time in between to really be able to bond with a doll. And I think it's frustrating, and sometimes it's so frustrating that I'm just like, I don't want to get any more dolls. Which I know that never stays long. But that is the frustration that I deal with. And I'm really curious if other people are the same. If the slightest thing goes wrong at the beginning with a doll, does it ruin it for you? And then what are you supposed to do? I mean, is there a way to try to get it back, or is it just too late? Is it just, that's it? And it's even more sad because this Felicity here, she's the Missy sculpt. She is Jeff's favorite out of my whole collection. So that's a huge bummer. And she had the best box opening. So it was set up to be the perfect situation and then was completely ruined. So, I always forget. So, she is Missy by Natalie Blick. And she is authentic. And Pika is, like I said, she's the replica. And her sculptor, if I remember correctly, is Bonnie Brown. But I think that's all I have for this chat. It's a frustrating chat, and it's a really sad chat. But if there is something that I can try, I will try it to fix things with these two. And maybe that means I need to pack them away for a while and try taking them back out. And I don't know if it would help to, right before I take them back out, maybe try getting them each a couple of things like I'm nesting. Kinsley, no. Oh my goodness. Well, Kinsley's driving me crazy. I'm just gonna go. I'm frustrated with this. I'm frustrated with both of these dolls. Frustrated with the dog. This is a lovely video. And I'm not refilming it. Because I don't have time to refilm it. That's another thing. My schedule is just crazy right now. So, this just is what it is. This is real life. The real life of a doll collector. Frustrations galore. You know, there's ups and there's downs. This is a down. This is just how it is. So, please, if you have suggestions on how to fix the situation with these two, please leave it in the comments below. I will definitely try it. I will probably even make a video of me trying your solutions, your suggestions. So please type them below. And thank you, as always, for watching. And we will see you again soon. Bye for now.